The following is a Tony Lasano podcast, an Opie show on the Radio Misfits Podcast Network. This is Free Kicks. Okay, international break is over, but not without some impressive highlights like this one.
Konza, Saka. England committing bodies forward. Saka with a chance. Oh! That might just be the best of the bunch. Thomas Tuchel's team might be missing one or two of their superstars tonight, but they're certainly finding their rhythm.
Absolutely world-class finish.
It was amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a good one, for sure.
So they were without a couple of their big stars, like Jude Bellingham wasn't playing. I forget who else didn't play, but, we'll talk about all that because right now, you know what it's time for?
Free Kicks.
It is.
And now, Free Kicks. Free Kicks with Illinois Youth Soccer Association's Director of Coaching, Adam Howarth, and Rick Kemper.
International break. I got to say there weren't a lot of great games, matches. No. I checked out a couple of them. I tuned in time to see Christian Pulisic get hurt again.
Yeah.
And then, a couple others. We'll talk about some of the injuries. But if you're a fan of the English Premier League, you certainly got a chance to see a lot of your players. 27 different Premier League players scored for 18 different countries. So let's go over a few of those. We just played the Saka one. So England had a good weekend, right?
They did. So they are officially, I believe, are officially the first European team to qualify for the World Cup. So that's exciting.
It is.
Pretty impressive campaign. 6 wins, 6 games, 18 goals scored, 0 against.
Fairly good. And this past week, Saka scored as we played. Watkins scored. Rogers, Eze, Anthony Gordon, all of them scored for England. So congratulations to all of them. Other players also showed up. Erling Haaland.
Yeah.
That guy can score.
Wow. He's unbelievable. Tell you what, Norway could be a little bit of a good bet on the World Cup because they are one of the better teams. They're in the same group as Italy, Israel, Estonia, Moldova. And in fact, they're top of the table right now, 6 wins out of 6. 29 goals in 6 games. That's a lot of goals.
That's a lot of goals. Well, Haaland scored 3 this past weekend. So
yeah, exactly. So he's banging them in. So yeah, they're doing fantastically well.
Another team that's looking good for the World Cup is Netherlands. Cody Gakpo also scored 3 goals this week. So, and that's a team that is dominated by Premier League players.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly. They've got a Dutch coach probably working with a good portion of them too with Liverpool. So that's the Liverpool influence. And again, Holland's doing great in their campaign. Probably, again, they're going to qualify a 19 goal differential. They scored 22 goals in 6 games. So it's you can see that the teams that are doing well are the ones scoring goals.
Yeah.
Amazing enough.
Yeah. It's funny how that works. Trossard scored for Belgium. Martinelli and Estevao. How do you say his name? Estevao?
Yeah. Estevao, yeah, for Brazil, yeah.
For Brazil. Marino and Pino, who's with Crystal Palace, scored for Spain. Damsgaard is a Brentford player, and Dorgu, who's a Man United player, both scored for Denmark. Let's see who else. Mateta scored for France. Sarr scored for Senegal. Rodon scored for Wales. Of course, Mo Salah scored for Egypt. Soboslai scored for Hungary. I mean, we're just going down the list here. McAllister also scored for Argentina. McAllister is now the star of that team.
Yeah, he's arguably one of the better players too. In fact, Messi didn't play in these games. He stayed in the US and was playing MLS games. So yeah, who knows?
And your favorite player, Volta Made from Newcastle, the big German oaf,
love him.
Scored for Germany. His first goal ever for Germany. I have a feeling we're going to be seeing him in the World Cup.
I think so too. I think he's going to be the guy. He's taken over from Füllkrug.
Yeah,
I say that in a German way. So I think Füllkrug's out. Voldemort's in. He's going to be the man, and he's got a great mustache. Well, why wouldn't you want to put him in?
Exactly. Right. It's either that or star in a porn movie. So we got to pick. It's two guys scored for Switzerland. Nadoya from Nottingham Forest and Xhaka from Sunderland. Hume, who I don't know, but he plays for Sunderland. He scored for Northern Ireland. Now, Northern Ireland's not going to qualify, are they?
Yeah, they're actually doing very well.
Are they?
Actually, they are. They're right up there. They were right on the verge of potentially getting in. They're in the same group as Germany and Slovakia, so it's a tough one. But they've played four. I'm not sure how some of these teams have played less, but they've won 2, lost 2, but they got 6 points. So they're right outside of Slovakia and Germany, who've won 3 and lost 1. So there's still a chance. There's still a chance for them. Yeah.
There were 2 that scored for Ivory Coast. I'm not going to try to pronounce their names, but one plays for Sunderland, one plays for Wolves, and then Kudus scored for Ghana from Tottenham. Yeah. So I mean that's a pretty impressive list.
For sure.
If anyone still questions whether the Premier League is the best league in the world, just look at that.
Exactly. There's a reason why we talk about the Premier League. No offense to all those other great leagues, but it is the best league in the world. For sure.
It is. And it's not just because of the English players, because all of those, and there were 18 different countries that I'm talking about there.
Yeah, exactly.
So the other side of that story is there's also injuries. There's always injuries. And I think Liverpool in particular was hit this time. Konate, who was already a little questionable in the back for Liverpool, he has a quad injury. But I think the big one is Graverbach, who came up with a hamstring injury. And the other team that was hit was Brentford. Aaron Hickey had a knee injury, and their young, I forget his name, their star midfielder, the youngster, he was playing for the U21s, and he got an ACL injury. I mean, Brentford is very thin right now.
Yeah, so they got hit pretty hard. So I'm hoping that they can regroup a little bit to be able to get back, and we kind of tip them as a team that's going to be struggling probably at the bottom half of the table.
Right.
So we're hoping that they can kind of get there, but they're right where we thought they would be, kind of in that area that's kind of nearish the bottom. So they're in 16th place. So yeah, kind of tough.
A week from tomorrow, I will be there at Brentford.
Fantastic! Yes, what a fantastic trip.
Yes.
And who are they playing?
They're playing Liverpool.
There you go.
So let me ask you a question, just as a fan. Mm-hmm. Is it inappropriate to wear a Liverpool jersey if I don't know whether or not I'm in the Liverpool section?
Yeah, I think it's a very, very tricky situation. I would probably stay as neutral as possible. You can wear your Liverpool shirt on underneath, and if you feel comfortable, you can take it off, or as they did at one of the football games the other day, just take your shirt off completely and just start throwing it above. Did you see that? I think it was the stadium.
I did.
So you could do that if you feel confident enough. But
I don't even go shirtless in the shower.
Exactly. But I would say probably not. Stay neutral. Remember, England loves their blacks. They love their greys. You can't go wrong.
Don't
true. Make it too colorful. Don't go there with a bright fluorescent orange shirt on, because everybody's going to look at you. What is this guy doing?
That's a good point.
But just maneuver in. Get your pint. Get your pie.
Right.
Sit outside. Have a beer. Have a nice, chicken tikka pie. You should be good to go, and then you can roll in and watch the warm up, and hopefully watch your Liverpool team win.
And then you scream, "Blimey!" and stuff like that. Give me some others. Governor.
Well, I mean, you could sound like Dick Van Dyke in Mary Poppins if you want to, and then probably be looked at. But
right.
I would just kind of be more of a Green Street hooligan type, just kind of underbelly. Yeah, so just you actually don't really need to say any words. Just kind of those types of sounds.
I can do that.
Get you by.
I can do that.
Exactly.
I'll just follow. I'll follow what the bloke next to me is doing.
There you go. Exactly.
So we're talking about the uniforms, the kits. Because I was going to wear one, but I think I'm going to take your advice and not wear it. But I was just looking at ESPN.com this past week. They put I sent you the link.
Yeah.
They ranked their kits.
I know.
And the Liverpool one with the green, which is the one I am dying to find, because I'm the president of Green White Soccer Club here in Chicago, and my favorite team is Liverpool, and the combination of the two is going to be awesome.
Nice.
So I'm going to look for that, and they've got that ranked as the third best kit out there. So it's pretty cool. And then let's see, what did they have for number 2? Do you remember? Let me look at it.
Number 2 was again another Adidas kit. Maybe this whole thing was sponsored by Adidas.
It might have been.
Who knows? But was Newcastle United. Yeah,
they're blue and orange.
It was the blue and orange. Yes, yeah. Looks sharp. I do like it. Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. Yeah, Liverpool third the green looks good. I mean, there's a picture of Mo Salah and the long sleeve. I don't know. Do you want to go with the long sleeve?
I do. I want the long sleeve. Yes, that's
good move.
And then number 1, and you and I were talking about this before we started recording. They have the Arsenal third kit, which is like, I don't know, cream colored or off-white. It's kind of looks like vomit, like kind of a vomit color, and it's got the it's supposedly a throwback to their old stadium.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. They talk about it being the fabric has a luxurious texture thanks to the geometric pattern inspired by the Victorian style facade of the East End.
Yeah.
Whatever. It just looks like puke. That's basically what it is. Come on.
I think you might be right, though.
Adidas.
It's also Adidas, right?
Exactly.
And you were mentioning to me that the third kit of Chelsea is not even in the top 50, which I find hard to believe.
Yeah, like I said, 8 of the top 10 are Adidas. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
There's not many Nikes in there. In fact, as I'm went through the Chelsea home kit, which I think is fine, 17th, ranked 17th.
Yeah.
But I'm a bit surprised because I know we've had lots of good comments from concerning the Chelsea third kit. So that people liked that because it was that black with the old area. So that was good. And I actually quite like some of the Tottenham kits, even though I'm not a big Tottenham fan. I think some of their kits are always pretty sharp. So, that's it. And Chelsea's away kit was like in the top 50, but otherwise than that. Oh, Chelsea was 51. There you go. Just outside the top 50.
Okay.
So I guess they did a top 60. So it was not really there. So a bit surprising.
All right. But, well, if you want to check it out.
Yeah, not sure about Arsenal being number 1, but hey, everybody's got their own choice. There you go.
But Arsenal is number 1 in something, and now I'm going to tell you what that is because it's time for my weird stat of the week.
Okay.
And that is one of these newfangled statistics that they come out with. What are they called? The higher end stats. They're not called just stats. Well, it'll come to me.
Okay.
It's called expected goals, XG.
Yeah, XG, yes.
Right. So you look at the XG leaders right now. XG is a way of telling which teams have been dominating games, really. It's the teams that have the most chances in the front and give up the least chances in the back. And it doesn't matter if they're successful or not when you're ranking this, right? You just want to know which teams are getting the most chances and which teams are stopping the most chances. And right now, there's only 2 teams that are rated great on attack and great on defense, and Arsenal is one of them. Can you guess who the other one is?
Oh, it's hard to say. I mean, I guess you got to look at how many the teams who are not conceding as well, right? So
Yep,
I guess
yep.
that would be the next number that you've got to look at. Maybe Newcastle, because I know they haven't conceded many, but I don't know how many chances they created.
No, Manchester City is the other one.
Okay, it makes sense.
There are 3 teams that you mentioned. There are 3 teams that are rated great on defense in terms of limiting good chances, and that's Newcastle, Fulham, and Bournemouth. Those are your 3.
Yeah. Interesting, yeah.
And then there are 4 teams that are rated great on offense in terms of creating good chances. Now, this is just creating good chances, not necessarily scoring them, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Crystal Palace,
Okay.
Chelsea,
Yep.
Liverpool, and you will never believe what the other one is.
Burnley.
No. Even more unlikely.
Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Nope. Even more unlikely.
West Ham.
Nope. Manchester United.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Okay.
How about that?
Yeah.
So it just shows you that Manchester United is creating chances. They're just not putting them in.
Yeah, that's probably fair to say. Maybe things are moving forward. They're starting to get better.
Yeah.
But again, he's been given the 3 years to figure it out. So we'll see.
You never know. All right. Free Kicks is brought to you by the Illinois Youth Soccer Association.
Illinois Youth Soccer has been proudly serving the Illinois soccer community since 1975 and is one of Illinois' largest youth sports organizations and approximately 95,000 players, coaches, and referees. Illinois Youth Soccer is a non-profit corporation, official state association and charter member of U.S. Youth Soccer and U.S. Soccer Federation, administers U.S. Soccer Federation coaching programs, the Olympic Development Program, and U.S. Soccer Federation referee programs. For more information, go to illinoisyouthsoccer.org.
By the way, advanced metrics. That's the thing I couldn't come up with. Advanced metrics.
Gotcha.
All right.
And now the latest Chicago area soccer news. Soccer news with Coach Adam. Coach Adam.
Oh man, lots of stuff happening. We've got actually this is one of my favorite weekends, especially because I'm working with a lot of these younger players. But this weekend we have the culmination of what we call our Junior State Cup, or I should say Junior Cup, because we've got President's Cup as well as State Cup. As well as Illinois Cup within the younger age group. So this is all the 9v9 teams that are playing. So these are the youngsters of tomorrow, right? So this is the best part about it. So if you can get a chance to come out, watch the girls on Saturday, the boys on Sunday, you're going to get to see some really good teams. And I guarantee you, the XG will be through the roof, because those 9v9 games, there's always loads of goals. So should be quite good. So lots of things happening this weekend in Rockford, so I'll be up there floating in and out. And then other exciting news is we've started to add some of our new courses, coaching education for 2026. A lot of people have been asking me. B license for 2026 is now posted, ready for application. And then also our C license as well is open for application. Excited to throw those out. There'll be more courses coming up, but those 2 ones always fill up very, very quickly. So if you're interested in getting those high-level licenses, please apply ASAP or contact me at doc@illinoisyouthsoccer.org.
Yes, and is there a D license coming up too?
The D license, we've got a D license in starting today, which is actually Thursday. So we've got that going on, and then numerous grassroots as well. And then we'll be also working on a CTL course here in 2026. Yeah, so we're getting ready for the new curriculum to come out.
Time now to guess the Premier League star.
I liked it so much I played it twice.
There you go.
All right, this week's star is 27 years old. All right, he's playing for his second Premier League club, but he's new to them this year. This is his first year.
Gotcha.
Now, he has some pedigree right? His father was a member of the English national team on the hockey team. Okay? His father played hockey.
As in, we're
Ice
talking
hockey.
about ice hockey, not field hockey.
Correct.
Because when you say hockey in England, it's field hockey. Did
Well,
you know that?
no, I did not know that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it is field hockey. But he was on the national team.
Yeah. Okay, yes, okay. All right, so potentially field hockey.
Okay. I'll have to look it up.
By the way, field hockey, if you've never seen it or not watched it, fantastic. Fantastic. I played it in high school.
Did you really?
Really enjoyed field hockey. Ironically, I was a forward. I was never a forward playing soccer, and I scored a lot of goals in field hockey just because I could whack a little ball into a goal, so it was great. So maybe that's why I'm okay at golf. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
So this guy's uncle, Alan Thompson, played for 3 Premier League teams, Newcastle, Bolton, and Villa, and also played for the English national team in soccer, football. His brother plays professionally in Canada, which in the MLS, right?
Yeah, potentially, yeah.
He's a midfielder.
Is he playing in London?
Nope. He wears number 8. His original club is his hometown club, and he had been with them since he was 9 years old, so it was a big shock that he left them. And his new club is about a 2-hour drive from there. I looked it up. South.
Okay, so it's on the coast?
No.
The heck?
Yeah. In other words, he had to be pretty far north.
Yeah. Okay, so it's up there. So we're not talking Newcastle, though, are we?
We are.
Oh, I see. So Newcastle United, that's interesting. When I think of the players...
He's a ginger.
He's a ginger. Okay. But he's not playing for Newcastle now.
No.
He is... No, but he was playing... So he's now playing for Leeds, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. So we're talking about a player that recently got traded to Leeds. And I didn't realize that he had that much pedigree in terms of who he was and where he was playing, especially his family and everything else. So that has to be Sean Longstaff.
That is right. He's a tall drink of water. He's
yes, he is.
6'2", 6'3", something like that. And his brother Matt plays for Montreal.
Interesting.
And they were both on Newcastle at the same time at one point. The two brothers playing with each other.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize.
Yeah. It's interesting.
I didn't realize.
But he did play ice hockey. His dad it was ice hockey.
Oh, okay. I thought so.
Yeah.
All
yeah.
Right. Not too prestigious to be on the English national team in ice hockey. There are probably like 11 players in the whole country.
Yeah. I mean, I couldn't tell you any ice hockey players off the top of my head. That's for sure, who played for the English team. And more often than not, they're probably Americans who have some type of British citizenship of some type.
It's like being on the American cricket team.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Yeah, that's true.
Now time for Adam's Weekend Soccer TV Tip.
Even though I'm leaving town, I still will be here on Saturday and Sunday, and I can and see a few of these games. So what's out there?
Well, I mean, it's going to be a tough one to get up. I mean, I always get up fairly early, but the Chelsea game's early this morning on Saturday, so I'm going to have to get up and watch that one. But I think the games that we really need to watch, and it's interesting because Mick, who works in my office, he's like, "Oh, you got to pick this one as the game of the week." He's a Burnley fan, so
Okay.
Burnley versus Leeds. said, I'm not going to pick that as game of the week. I mean, it could be, he's like, oh, it's going to be high scoring. It's going to be like 4-3. I said, well, I'll give you a little bit of a mention. That's it. But
it could be, really, that could be a key game for, staying up.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's the battle of the worst teams, right? Yeah. So it's a relegation battle early on. There you go. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's later on in the season. Yeah, possibly. But realistically, there's only one game to watch. You're going to be glued to this. Everybody who supports Man United is going to be glued to this.
Yeah.
Sunday. This is arguably the biggest derby of all. The two teams that probably dislike each other the most. Liverpool versus Man United. 10:30 Sunday morning. Be there or be square. Yeah. You've got to watch that one. That's going to be a good one.
The two most storied franchises, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I would say. Yeah, definitely. Over the course of the last 50 years.
Yeah.
I would, and again, I'm only saying this, think of me as neutral, but I'm saying this, in the last 20, 25 years, there's only one team that's won it all. And they are currently the world champions. That's Chelsea.
Oh my God!
But if you look at the
champions,
they are. They got a nice steel crest on the front of their shirt, so it's nice. But there's no question, as you said, the storied programs in terms of winning. Liverpool, Man United. Man United owned the 90s. Liverpool owned the 70s and the 80s, and really, Liverpool's kind of coming back here in the 2000s and 20s. And you could argue that Chelsea probably owned a lot of the 2000s in terms of wins and a couple of Champions League victories, that kind of stuff. But these are the story teams. These are the most supported. This is why everybody needs to watch it, for sure. Big one.
All right, 10:30 Sunday morning. We'll definitely be watching it. All right, Free Kicks is brought to you by the Green White Soccer Club. About to celebrate our 70th anniversary in 2026. Green White has teams at every age group, starting with U8 all the way up through over 50. Go to greenwhitesoccer.org. All righty, we have people to thank. We need to thank our executive producer, Tony Lasano. Thanks, Tony. Also, Ed Silla with the Radio Misfits Podcast Network. Great Talk Radio isn't dead. It just moved to a better place. RadioMisfits.com. And as we mentioned, we won't be around next week. I'll be in England and Ireland, but I will come back with a report from across the pond the following week. And then Adam's going to be going to Germany after that. So this is quite the international podcast that we're presenting.
Absolutely, yes.
All right, so you won't want to miss it. We'll be back in 2 weeks with a brand new episode of Free Kicks.
The proceeding was a presentation of the Radio Misfits Podcast Network. Find our other great shows on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, and at RadioMisfits.com. Thank you.
This has been a presentation of Opie Productions.
Tony, can you shut up?